Hi students, I am Sumalata. In today's class, I am going to teach you about a continuation to the nomenclature of organic molecules. Before watching this video, you should need to watch previous video. Why? Because then only you can able to understand what I am saying in today's class. In today's class, first of all, you are going to learn about how can we call or how can we name functional groups. After that, numbering to the carbon atoms of an organic molecule. After that, naming of an organic molecule. Let's see functional groups. This is the functional group and this is the prefix and this one is the suffix, students. Here, if any functional group is there, if I am going to write it as a prefix, how can we call it? If the same functional group is I am going to write as a suffix, how can we call? Let's see here. First of all, you can take acid halide functional group. Here X is nothing but halogen atom, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. See, if I am going to write this functional group as a prefix, we can call it as halocarbonyl. If the same functional group I am going to write as a suffix, we can call carbonyl halide. Okay. The carbon atom of this functional group is in the part of a main principal chain, not a substituent. At that time, we can call it as a vinyl halide. Then go to next functional group, CHO, aldehydic functional group. Formyl for prefix, carbaldehyde for suffix, students. Then ketone, you can take keto functional group, oxo for prefix, one for suffix. Alcoholic functional group, you can take hydroxy for prefix, ol for suffix. Then you can take acid functional group here, students, carboxy for prefix, carboxylic acid for suffix. Then if the carbon atom of this acid functional group is in the part of main principal chain, then you can call it as a oic acid for suffix. No need to mention about a prefix here, okay. Then if OR is there, this is called alkoxy or alkoxy. No need to mention here suffix. Why? Because this is always second grade functional group as a prefix, not a suffix. We can see some more functional groups. Next one is esteric functional group. You can take here oxycarbonyl for prefix, carboxylate for suffix, carboxylate for suffix. Here, if the carbon atom is in the part of main principal chain, you can call R-oxycarbonyl. This is O8. Okay, this is a O8. Next one, if you can see amide functional group, carbamyl for prefix, carboxamide for suffix. If cyanide group is there, cyano for prefix, carbonitrile for suffix, students. Next, if the carbon atom of this nitrile is in the part of principal chain, you can call nitrile for a suffix. These are the functional groups involved in this session, okay. Next, we will go to about numbering to the carbon atoms. Next one, how can we give numbering to the carbon atoms? See, here you have to follow some rules, students. Main 5 to 6 rules are there. You can see here now. The first rule is we can number carbon atoms from left to right or right to left. In any way you can choose, but the sum of the substituted carbon atoms indicating the substituents and functional groups should be minimum possible. This is the rule number 1. And rule number 2 is what? If any functional group is there, that functional group should need to get a lowest number even if it does not obey rule number 1. Okay. Next one, functional group carbon get lowest number. Next rule is third one, if any chain terminating functional groups are there. What are those? Nothing but aldehyde, acid functional group are there. Then you need to give lowest number or number 1 or first preference to the functional group carbon atom. Chain terminating functional groups. Even if if those are not obey rule number 1 and rule number 2, we should need to give first preference to the chain terminating functional groups, carbon atom of chain terminating functional groups. The fourth rule is we should need to select longest continuous carbon chain. Okay, you can take one example, CH3, CH, CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, CH3. Here say students 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons are there. So that I am going to take this one is the longest continuous carbon chain, and the remaining carbon atoms with their groups we can consider them as a substituents. This is the rule number 4. Then you can go to rule number 5. If one substituent is there, you should need to give lowest number to the substituted carbon atom. You can see one example, CH3, CH, CH3, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH3 students. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From left to right, if I am going to give numbering, then the substituted carbon gets number 2, that is the lowest. Okay, see why I am saying it is lowest. If I am giving number from right to left, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the substituted carbon gets number 4. When compared to 4, 2 is the lowest one. So that we have to follow left to right in this case, not right to left. Okay, next rule, rule number 6. If more than one substituent is there in that carbon molecule, how can you give numbering? Here you have to give numbering from left to right or right to left. You should need to follow lowest sum rule. What is that lowest sum rule? See here. Again you can take one more example, CH3, CH, CH3, CH2, CH3, one more CH3 and another CH3. See here, if I gave numbering from left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 students, then you can take sum of numbers of substituted carbon atoms here. So 2 plus at fourth carbon 2 substituents, so that 4 plus 4 is equal to, you will get 10 is the sum of the substituted carbon atoms. If I gave numbering from right to left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 students. So at second position 2 substituents. So 2 plus 2, at fourth position 1 substituent. It is 8. So when compared to 10, 8 is the less one. So we need to follow this one. We should not follow first one. Okay, this is about lowest sum. These are the rules involved in numbering to the carbon atoms of an organic molecule. Now we can see some examples about how can we naming an organic molecule. You can see some examples here. This is CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3 students. You can give numbering from right to left or left to right, 3, 4, 5. 5 means, how can we call, 5 means pent. Okay, this is the pent. See, is there any functional groups or any substituents are there. There is no any other functional groups or any other substituents. So we can call directly it as a pentane. See here why I am writing ane, all are a single bond. So that here primary suffix is the ane, e is the secondary suffix. Okay, this is one example. You can see another one, CH3, CH, CH3, CH2, CH3 students. Here I am going to give numbering from left to right because there that side 2 carbon atoms, this side 1 carbon atom. If I am going to proceed from left to right, then the substituted carbon atom will get the less preferred one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Less preferred one is nothing but lowest number here. Okay. So second position, one methyl group is there. So 2 methyl. How many carbons are here? 4 carbons. Butane. All are single bond. So that I am writing it as a butane. One more example. CH3, CH3 students. Here you can, at middle carbon atom 2 substituents are there. You can give numbering from left to right or right to left. 1, 2, 3. At second carbon 2 substituents are there. So 2, 2 dimethyl. How many carbons are there in the principal carbon chain? 3 carbons. So that propane. It is the 2,2-dimethyl propane. See, you can see one substituent here. CH3, CHCl, CH2, CH3 students. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here second carbon atom, one substituent is there. So 2-chloro-butane. See, you just try to apply lowest sum. If any one substituent is there in that molecule, the substituted carbon should get lowest number here. So that I am going to proceed from left to right, not right to left. If I am coming from right to left, it will get fourth number. Okay. See, CH2 Cl, this one is Cl, this is CHCl, this is CHO students. Here see 3 carbon aldehyde is there. This is the chain terminating functional group. Okay, so I am giving first preference or lowest number to this carbon and second, third. So second and third carbon atoms have a substituent. So 2, 3 dichloro. How many carbons are in the principal carbon chain? Okay, propane you can write. Don't write E. 1 vol. Not vol. Aldehyde. This is aldehyde. See, 2, 3 dichloropropane. 1 al, or you can directly write 2, 3 dichloropropanol. Okay, because it is in the first position. If you are mentioned, not mentioned, no problem here. Okay, we can see some more examples. See, one cyclic compound you can take. CH, single bond CH, bromine, and this one also attached to the bromine. This is CH, and this one also CH, CH2, CH. Here students, you can give numbering from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first position and second position 2 substituents are there. 1,2-dibromo. 1,2-dibromo. It is the cyclic molecule. So you can write cyclo. How many carbon atoms are here? 1, 2. You can mention with hyphen between a designation and a prefix. Here see 5 carbons are there. So that cyclo pentane. 1,2-dibromo cyclopentane. If any unsaturation is there, Just say one molecule here. See this ring, I am going to directly write cyclic compound. Here one double bond, here one bromine, and here one chlorine. So I am giving numbering from bromine 2, 3, 4, 5 students. How can you name this molecule? 1 bromo, 2 chloro, cyclo, pent, 1, say fourth position 1 double bond is there, pent 4 ene. See this one, 1 bromo, 2 chloro, cyclo, pent 4 ene. Okay, this is the about this. If any unsaturation is there, here you can see if double bonds together, how can you write? CH double bond CH, see C double bond CH2 students, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, it is the 4 carbon chain. Buta you can use, buta 2 comma 1 comma 2 diene, butadiene, this one butadiene, but at one first position and the second position 2 double bonds are there, so that I am going to write buta 1 2 diene. Okay, you can see one more example here. If it is there students, this is OH, this is methyl, and this is methyl. So how can you name this molecule? Give numbering from carbon attached to the OH, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2, 3 dimethyl, 2, 3 dimethyl, cyclohexane, you can skip E of hexane, okay, cyclohexane 1 mole or cyclohexanol, directly you can write cyclohexanol or cyclohexane 1 mole. One more example you can see, CH3 C double bond O, CH2 CH3 students. How can you name this molecule? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons are there. At second carbon, one ketone functional group is there. So here ketone is the secondary suffix you can mention. So butane 2-one, butane 2-one or butanone, okay, butane 2 or 2-butanone you can write. One more example, CH3 CH2 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 OH students. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon atoms are there at first position. One alcoholic functional group is there. So butane 1 mole. This one butane 1 mole. This is about nomenclature of organic molecules regarding 10th class. We will learn in detail and in depth in intermediate or first, class 11. Okay, I hope you all understand about this class. If any doubts, please mention in comment box. Like, share these videos to other students. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. We will meet in the next class.